A clip from the 1962 film Sanjuro, directed by famed Japanese director Akira Kurosawa. Now, you'll see that I've paused right when an absolutely massive amount of blood shoots out from the main antagonist, Hanbei's, chest. This was an accident caused by a faulty blood pump that was overpressurized and shot out blood way faster and stronger than originally intended. But Kurosawa kept it in simply because it just looks cool, I guess. Now, fast forward decades into the future, we can see the same gore effect being replicated in anime and cinema alike. But how else did Kurosawa influence the world of film? Star Wars director George Lucas has admitted that Kurosawa's 1958 film The Hidden Fortress directly influenced the plot of Star Wars, and yeah, they're essentially the same plot, but one is in space and one is in feudal Japan. Kurosawa also influenced the spaghetti westerns of the 60s and 70s, with Sergio Leone's 1964 film A Fistful of Dollars being a westernized remake of Kurosawa's Yojimbo. Basically, it was Yojimbo but with cowboys. Kurosawa's influence on Quentin Tarantino is extremely obvious as well, with the 2003 and 2004 Kill Bill Part 1 and 2 films basically just being one giant homage to both Kurosawa movies and kung fu movies of the 70s. So yeah, Akira Kurosawa was really influential, and action and adventure movies today just would not be the same without him.
Akira Kurosawa had this to say about this famous film director. The quiet but deep observation, understanding, and love of the human race, which are characteristic of his films, have impressed me greatly. I feel that he is a giant of the movie industry. Not to have seen his cinema is like existing in the world without seeing the sun or the moon. I can never forget the excitement in my mind after seeing his first film. It is the kind of cinema that flows with the serenity and nobility of a big river. People are born, live out their lives, and then accept their deaths. Without the least effort and without any sudden jerks, he paints his picture, but its effect on the audience is to stir up deep passions. How does he achieve this? Who was Akira Kurosawa talking about? Let's check that out.
When people saw Pather Panchali for the first time, some of the critics mentioned the mystical quality in the film, that everything that lives is holy. That's a mystical belief, you see. So my emphasis on nature, on insects, on butterflies, this and that, was taken as a sign of, maybe there is a streak, I have never been very conscious, I have never thought about it myself, whether I'm a mystic or not. But these things appeal to me. And certainly, when I was adapting Vibhuti Bhushan Banerjee's novel, he was a mystic. He believed in that. And I was so convinced by his novels, by his stories, that I wanted to convey his beliefs through the film to the public. And so that element crept into the film.
Ma. এতদিন কেন বলিসনি মা? বাবা কি করছেন আপনি? একে প্রণাম করো বাবা। আমি স্বপ্নযোগে আদেশ পেয়েছি, ইনি দেবীর অবতার। সব আরাধনা আজ সার্থক হলো, জীবন আজ আমার সার্থক হলো।
I once made a film called The Goddess, Devi. It dealt with religious dogmatism. It didn't attack religion as such. It attacked dogmatism, the extreme form of religion. But people were writing in the papers that, oh, because Mr. Ray is not a Hindu, he was a Brahmo, he's making such films against Hinduism and all that. But they are stupid people. You can't take them into account. This happens in India all the time. And people don't, we have a fairly backward audience here, I must say, in spite of the film society movement and all that. If you consider the large audience, it's a backward audience, unsophisticated audience, exposed to the commercial Hindi cinema more than anything else. And so, you face this problem, but you make the kind of films, I make the kind of films that I want to make. I make the kind of films that I enjoy making, that engages my attention, my creativity. That's all I can do.
So that was Satyajit Ray. Satyajit Ray himself describing his style of filmmaking and his uncensored opinion about the Indian film-going audience.